Marcus, you do the best intros, man. Mine are just long and drawn out, like we're starting right now with my intro. So, to you, my friend.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of
Rating Arizona
Beers, brought to you by King's Beer and Wine on Central and Thomas. We are your hosts. I am Marcus Pena, and this is the great Eric Walters.
Thanks, buddy. Man, I always wait for those. You make me feel really good about myself. So, thanks, buddy.
You should, man. You're awesome individual.
You as well, my friend.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So we're doing this a little bit of a draft kind of deal over here at King's because we have over 80 beers on draft.
Yeah.
There's some ridiculous, crazy amount of beers, cider, and mead on tap.
They got wine too, right? Don't they have?
I don't know if they have wine on tap.
I was saying not on tap, but I was like, King's Beer and Wine. Do they have wine?
They have wine galore as well. If you've never been to King's, come down here. Let us know that you did come down because we asked you to come down. That'd be amazing.
For sure.
Even if you get one of those.
Tell a friend, say, hey, let's watch this episode, and then go down to King's and try this beer on draft. And depending on the timing of that, you might get to see a Little Miss Barbecue across the street.
Oh my God!
As it's open, coming soon sign. I wonder what they do because that's a real sign. Like that's a big piece of plastic they had to pay for. It's not like a, So I'm like, what are they going to do with that? Once I would love to have that at my house.
Right.
Little Miss Barbecue open.
Why don't you
soon.
go ask them?
I think I might.
Because then you could just put that on the outside of your house.
Somehow I can redirect that to the podcast. People think they're going to get barbecue, and somehow they listen to the podcast. Exactly. So to avoid that, check us out on all your favorite podcast apps and YouTube and tapthateasy.com.
Amen. So today's beer is out of Dark Sky Brewing Company, located in Flagstaff, Arizona. This is Rainy Daze.
Rainy Daze.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, Rainy Daze.
Yeah, so this is draft, right? So we're kind of freestyling this a little bit since we don't have a can in front of us. I think this is a Rainy Daze Hazy IPA coming at 6.8% ABV with Citra and Idaho 7.
Nice.
If my memory serves me correct.
Yes, it is. 6.8%. Rainy Daze with Citra and Idaho 7.
Damn.
This guy.
Holy smokes. So Dark Sky, definitely my go-to brewery when I head over to Flagstaff. Definitely have to always hit up Dark Sky Brewing Company.
Is that the one that can't miss?
That's the one I personally can't miss when I go there. But, I'm also just a massive fan of Flagstaff, any Flagstaff breweries, actually. Sure. Even when Rickety Cricket was down the street from Dark Sky.
That's right,
and, just any Flagstaff Brewing Companies right there. Yeah. And then, you know what I mean? Like, even just those places, just doing the little walking tour, is always amazing. And, of course, going down to Wanderlust. I like Wanderlust too, and Historic, of course, is amazing as well. So
Mother Road.
Well, that's the OG right there.
That's my can't miss when I go to Flag. I love Dark Sky. Don't get me wrong, but if I'm like got 20 minutes,
you got to go get some black IPA.
Yeah. I don't know if they're making it anymore. We won't get into it. All right, moving on.
So
this is about you, Dark Sky.
Yeah, Dark Sky. This is about you. And this beer, comes in a very hazy light. Actually, this is
light hazy.
Very like pineapple juice in color.
Sure.
It's not orange juice. This is pineapple juice.
Yeah.
So this is like maybe Pilsner malt, very light malt color. So, looks amazing. It's very, very opaque, bright white head on this thing. Let's get a drive-by aroma.
No, we don't cheers until we drink it, right? If I'm going to plan on drinking it after. Easy, buddy. Easy. There's a camera on you.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to. All right, so we're going to have to ask Mark for a full pour on this one.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Dude.
That aroma is...
That's tang.
Yeah.
That's tang, right? That smells
amazing.
like tang. I had a sour from...
smells just like tang.
A brewery in Minnesota. It was called like Tangquastic or something crazy. And it did taste like it, and it kind of... This smells
aroma
like tang.
is insane.
Exactly.
Oh,
and I feel like Dark
Christ.
Sky... So I've always loved Dark Sky, and it's funny because my in-laws lived in Flagstaff, and my father-in-law loves beer, loves IPAs, more of a West Coast. He likes hazies though. But was not a fan of Dark Sky because when you go in, like when you first would go in there back in the early days, they would have a jalapeno mesquite sour, or they'd have all these wacky things. I loved it. I loved the adventure of it. He was like, "No, dude, I want to go in and I want to have Mountains Mosaic every single time." And I commend I always tell people how much I respect Dark Sky for sticking to their guns. Like, no, this is what we want to do. And a few times even on the podcast, they were like, people told us what we were doing is not going to last.
Right.
And we're like, thank you, but we're doing what the hell we want to do. And so congratulations to Ryan and Laramie and the team up there, and Jordan and Tiffany and everybody else's name that I forgot. But Dark Sky's doing great stuff. They just expanded.
Yes.
They bought that whole corner lot, and good stuff coming from Dark Sky.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love visiting the place. Love the fact that they finally did get some food in there not that long ago.
Yeah.
But it didn't even matter. I mean, it's all about the beer there. And to me, when I think of like Imperial Stout in the world of Arizona beers, Dark Sky.
The Oreo?
Oh,
or just Imperial?
Just Imperial Stouts in general.
Okay.
In general, like Imperial Stout wise, Dark Sky is the brewery I honestly do think of when it comes to Imperial Stout, when it comes to Arizona beers.
That's an interesting, because that's a world I'm just getting into, right? As I mature in age and as my volume of beer goes down, I'm starting to get now into the higher ABV. I'm exploring a little bit more back into the stouts, where I was never really into the stouts, especially Imperial Stouts. But so now I know to go to Dark Sky, because when I go to Dark Sky, I always get the hazies,
right.
And they're fantastic. Or if they have a good sour, I don't ever get the Imperial Stouts except for the Oreo one,
right?
And now I'm going to, based on your recommendation.
Even their base Imperial Stouts are amazing. But let's talk about this beer,
dude,
because this aroma, if you guys didn't even notice, our reaction to the aroma is, so they paired Idaho 7 and Citra, which is an odd pairing in my brewing brain, because they do have different characteristics. This actually has a little bit of both. This is definitely Citra galore. Like, it has that fresh citrus aroma, but then there's a berry character to it as well.
Ooh,
and it's like a Citra berry, like a, I don't know, orange juice berry tang, like you said, a tang with either like a blueberry or raspberry
or best
strawberry.
patience ever, because I
know,
man.
Because
I can't drink this.
yeah. There's definitely a berry character along with that Citra character, and then you even get it smells absolutely fresh.
Yes,
like
he said he just got this keg.
Oh,
right?
did he?
This is a brand new keg.
Yeah, and it is extremely fresh smelling. Like, this thing was just kegged, 5 minutes ago, and then we just poured it out there. So, you want to taste it?
Yeah,
no,
dude.
that's fine. Should I taste it? Cheers, and thanks to Mark.
Yeah, dude, that's good.
Oh my God!
So that is so. This is the
crap.
first time this has really kind of hit my brain. Is it for the past 3-4 years, when I go to Dark Sky, I always get the hazy. So I've got a lot of experience with their hazies, and it kind of clicked with me. They've got their own. It must be that yeast. It must be the house yeast or something.
Yeast. It's a Dark Sky beer.
Dark Sky beers have their taste to it.
Absolutely.
Nice work, guys. Like, this is impressive just on the flavor alone, but kind of based on that, of knowing that similarity kind of has that through line. Oh, that's amazing, dude. That's
So the thing that hits me first on this beer is the mouthfeel. It is creamy, it's cloudy, it's pillowy. It has like that mouthfeel that like just hugs you.
Yeah.
Whenever you taste it. It's very, very creamy. As soon as you get that mouthfeel, you don't even have to taste it. It's going to be good.
Now, I would say, to clarify too, creamy, but not creamy, not like a lactose creamer, because you get that a lot. Sometimes people add some, you get the ones that are overly sweet, right? And those ones to me are just kind of like, too much. It's not creamy in that way.
I don't know. Does it have lactose?
I don't know. Do you think it might?
I don't know. So there is definitely some residual sweetness. I don't think it has lactose in it, but it definitely does have residual sweetness to it, which, probably left there on purpose.
Yeah.
Because all the hops they're using, but
I would say the hops are more prevalent.
Oh, for sure.
Than the sweetness. I guess that's where I was going with it, is the hazies from Dark Sky always have that hoppiness. It's more, I don't want to say hop forward, because it's not hop forward, but it's significantly hoppy as well.
Yeah. I don't want to say I'm a haze connoisseur, but
if there ever was one.
Blending those hops together, I mean, amazing job. I don't know how they used them and like where they used them, but definitely not very much bitterness out of this beer. So I would assume a lot of that is cold side kind of stuff, dry hopping or late additions. So
now I get some bitterness, but it's not like it's that very it's that very.
You're getting that hop astringency.
No, it's not. I don't even know how it doesn't sit there a while, right? It's not like overly bitter. I'm trying to pull up this thing. You know what, man? I'm getting distracted by my phone too much on this because I want to know more about these beers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, I would think IBUs on this thing is really, really low. I mean, it'd probably be below, I would think below 30 IBUs, just based off of tasting it. And then, of course, I'll be proven wrong. It'd be like 162 IBUs or something like that.
I don't think I'm going to have the opportunity to prove you wrong. I don't think it's on there Untapped. So.
Oh, sweet.
But otherwise, it would have been on Untapped anyway, so it would have given me no information. But it doesn't matter, right? See, I'm getting too caught up in the details of it, right? The computer side of it. Dude, beers aren't about computers.
It's about taste and hanging out and having a beer.
Goddamn right, man. Cheers again for that.
Okay.
That's another beer name, too. Beers aren't about computers.
coming to King's soon.
I got a whole list of those, man. That is really, really good. So I've had Idaho 7 before, and maybe it is that combo of Citra and Idaho 7 because I've had them in pale ales or like West Coast style, right? And the ones that have that, and maybe it's other hops that they just happen to be there as well, but it was really bitter to me, like too much.
Yeah.
But maybe it's that combo of Idaho 7 and Citra that just works magic.
Yeah. So again, depending on when you use a hop, right? So Idaho 7 can be bitter if it's used on the hot side. Say you do a 60-minute boil with it, it's high alpha acids, so you're going to get a super bitter beer.
Yeah.
But if you're just dry hopping with it, then you're going to just pull all those, really nice oils out of there, all the oils that we're trying to get, as far as doing a dry hop with. So, I mean, the combination here is insane. Let's just grade it now.
I would say we got to grade this thing, right? We've had, all the beers that we've had, it was like GABF a couple years when Wren House won, right? They were up against 377 other people, right? Amazing. So now we have to grade this thing against how many
hazy IPAs
hundreds,
we had?
Probably hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah.
All right, man. I want you to go first.
All right, hold on.
All right.
1 second.
He's going to go through the whole process again. This is 9 for me.
I go 9.3.
9.3. Okay.
I go 9.3.
Yeah, this is
definitely
9.
It's definitely an A plus beer.
This is probably a top 10 hazy IPA that I've had.
Absolutely delicious.
Yeah, and I think that kind of highlights freshness, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You get this.
Great point.
Yep, and that's what I always love about Dark Skies. Always have, I don't say smaller batches because you're starting to see more. We talked to Tiffany. They're I don't know if Tiffany or Jordan is their head brewer, but they're just badass. They're just badasses.
They are badasses.
And she was saying that they do actually have flagship in a sense of like a base, right? They might have a flagship base, and this time it might be Hazy Daze or Rainy Daze, I think is what this is called.
Rainy Daze, yeah.
But they're always fresh. They're always kind of, you're getting a lot of rotation on those, new different beers. I love that. I love the variety that they offer. And dude, this is one of the best hazy IPAs I've had. So,
amen. And you know where you can get it, right?
King's Beer and Wine.
You can get it at King's Beer and Wine, Central and Thomas. Absolutely. Or, if you're in the Flagstaff area, just go over to Dark Sky and get yourself a pour because they do amazing things there. And, of course, over at King's, over 80 beers on tap. The selection's insane, and I would definitely recommend this beer if you are here. So
for sure. If you see Dark Sky on... Well, and I don't know. I think they've done some things with Dark Sky here where they've done some tap takeovers and stuff, and I can't remember if that was, I don't know when that was, but keep an eye out on Dark Sky in King's. Always fun events going on. King's just had did you see they did a top shelf tasting?
Yes, I saw
some top shelf beers, and their staff knows what the hell they're doing. Yeah. They're going to guide you through those things. So if you want the kind of in-person version of this, check out King's Beer and Wine for more things like that. And cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
See, I didn't get my intro in, so I had to ramble at the end.
Thanks for watching, guys. And again, if If you guys like it, let us know. If you dislike it, let us know. Either way, let someone else know and spread the word.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.